Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another action movie night. Tonight, I will be reviewing The Karate Kid, released in 1984. The Karate Kid stars Ralph Macchio, Pat Morita, William Zabka, Elisabeth Shue, Martin Kove, Randee Heller, Chad McQueen. The Karate Kid was directed by John G. Avildson from a script written by Robert Mark Kamen. Now, John had directed another film about an underdog character a few years prior to this with Rocky. And it's funny because when I was a kid and I watched both Rocky and The Karate Kid, I completely was on the side of both Rocky and Daniel LaRusso. Daniel LaRusso, played by Ralph Macchio in this film, was supposedly the underdog who you're supposed to side with. And I did back when I was a kid. But a few years later, whenever I was a little older, I think I was in my 20s at this point, and I rewatched the film, I came back with a different feel toward the film and Daniel LaRusso as a character. Back when I was a kid, I just thought he was being bullied by these assholes, led by Johnny Lawrence, led by William Zabka. But upon rewatching it as an adult with adult eyes, I didn't feel that way anymore. And I still don't today. And this was way before this TV series, Cobra Kai, came out. But watching this film, I just felt that Daniel was a prick. He was an asshole that was just instigating all of this stuff. He was causing it to happen, and then he was bitching when he got beat up. At the very beginning, the first thing he does, is he screws with Johnny. Johnny has had a little bit of a breakup with his girlfriend, Allie. And he's wanting to get back with her, and he's wanting to make up with her. And Allie is played by Elisabeth Shue, of course. And first thing happens when he is ready to, go make up with her. He finds Daniel LaRusso trying to romance her. He comes over to make up with Allie, and this dipshit comes over and gets in his space. He shoves him back with the radio, which should have been the end of the altercation. But no, Daniel jumps up and tries to attack him consistently. Johnny is just defending and not really even trying to hurt him until he actually cheap shots him. And Johnny retaliates, knocks him on his ass, as he should have. Allie is constantly screaming at him, leave him alone. And he's saying to her, I didn't do anything. And he's right. Back when you're a kid and you watch this, you're thinking, yeah, well, dick, you're a dick. You did do something, you're a bully. But he's not. Johnny Lawrence, his only problem he had was he let his friends instigate stuff. It pushes him to, go after Daniel. And of course, Daniel just can't let it go. Later on, he asked it, everything is fine. Nobody has been fucking with Daniel, and yet he can't let it go. He can't let it go. He ends up doing the prank on Johnny at the little school party and everything that they were having there. Putting a hose above him, and pouring water down on Johnny like that while he was smoking some pot. I mean, it was a dick move. And yet Daniel thinks he's the one that's been wronged. He didn't do anything wrong. And, watching this again, even recently I rewatched it not too long ago, and I still feel the same. I mean, Johnny Lawrence was not the villain of this piece. Anything that Daniel got, most of it was he asked for it. He was fucking with people. It wasn't that this new kid comes into town and this group of bullies just come in and just, bully him. That's not what this film was about. Now, back when you were a kid and you watched it, you think that. But, yeah. And then the tournament was total bullshit. This martial arts tournament we get, it's not a full contact event. You cannot hit someone in the face. It is just from the neck to the stomach and everything is where your legal blows can go. You can I think you can do sweeps, but nothing that is going to sweep and that would injure the knee or hurt, toward the knee. It has to be just toward taking the foot, balance, knock their balance off or some shit like that, But definitely no headshots. You're not supposed to kick or punch anybody in the face in this tournament. So, Johnny, in that final fight with Daniel, is basically just kicking his ass. And he has this match won. He does get a little cocky in a few spots, and he does get a couple of points against him from Daniel. But the final blow that is supposed to win Daniel the match, it should have given Johnny the win. Because Daniel should have been docked a point. So that should have given Johnny the win when he hit that illegal kick. The crane kick. But instead, it just, boom, he kicks him in the face. Down he goes. And celebration time. He wins. Bullshit. So, yeah, there are issues that I have with this film because of the ending. Now, the rest of the film I love. And I love how, watching it today, my favorite character in this, in case you haven't noticed, is Johnny. Johnny Lawrence is a great character. He is not the traditional bully villain asshole that you originally thought he was when you were a kid. Now, a couple of his little buddy friends that hang out with him, yeah, they're kind of dicks. They're kind of assholes. But still a well done, It's a great film, barring the ending, which was bullshit. If you're going to do some shit like that, make it a full... Yeah, if this was a full contact karate tournament, that headshot would have been legal. He would have gotten a point. He should have won the match. But that's not how these tournaments were. So, my final grade on The Karate Kid from 1984. I will give this film a 8.4 out of 10. I really do love this film. And after Cobra Kai, I appreciate it even more just because that show took everything that I liked about Johnny and it just added on to it by making basically that whole show was about Johnny in a way. And I just love Johnny as a character, and William Zabka is a really cool, underrated actor that should get more parts in films. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree with my review? Let me know in those comments down below, because I'd really like to know what you think. Alright. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to be notified about future videos. And do not forget to click on that join button if you have not already decided on becoming a member with the Dark Knight fans. Click on join to check it out and see what it's all about. Alright. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you will join me tomorrow for another video game night. Hope to see you then.